Bayan is really a newcomer to the classical music scene. It was first accepted and was pushed into that area by Eastern Europe, Russians in particular. And of course, Gubaidulina has played quite a role in terms of writing new works for bayan. What is the instrument like? Well, it is like a regular accordion on steroids. It has more complexity, greater range, greater amount of dexterity that's demanded to be played, and as a solo instrument, it's very interesting because it gives, it has a very peculiar sound and very interesting sound. Yes, so Pearl Chamber Orchestra. The idea that came to my mind was that there's so much literature, so much great music that's written for a small chamber orchestra, specifically strings, that is just simply not being heard. So this past season, we had a concert that was for chamber orchestra. I was thinking about the name, I was thinking about the Pearl District, I was thinking about all the arts in the Pearl District. I was thinking that also, in a sense, the orchestra itself is a pearl, because it is special, it is virtuosic. When the orchestra is this small, everything is exposed, and it really puts pressure on the players. But of course, players that enjoy playing players that play in that kind of orchestra enjoy being exposed. They enjoy being essentially soloists. And so that's how Pearl was born. And I hope that in the future, we can actually have a series of concerts that will be just for that literature. Music from that part of the world, from Eastern Europe, has a special flavor. It has special sound that's, I think, particular to some degree to that region. It tends to be oftentimes dark, but if anything else, emotionally charged, intense, very expressive. So I think that whether people understand 20th century, 21st century music or not, I think that they will be fascinated by the new language, by the expression, and certainly Pēteris Vasks' piece, Musica Appassionata, is very accessible. He hardly uses any dissonances. What we are trying to do with OMF are two basic things. One is that festivals have greater freedom of introducing audiences to new and interesting ideas. That's the nature of festivals. We celebrate music. That's what we're about. The other thing is that I tend to think thematically. And so every season, there is certain kind of a leaning in one or another direction, and putting all of this together. Now, what sets us apart? Well, compared to organizations that are performing during the regular season, we have the freedom of being more experimental, more exploring new literature, bringing new ideas into the picture, and combining them with standard literature. So what sets us apart? By definition, because we are a festival, we are not local symphony orchestra, but also by what we do.